A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and the world at large. Friends all. Today, I am going to touch upon a lot of things. But the most important one is let me send my condolence out to the people in Israel for what happened on the 7th of October. And the people of Palestine for what happened from 1948 on to this present day that we are speaking here today. I know a lot of people don't want to hear the truth because they don't worry you. But friends, when an innocent man or woman get killed or get hurt, we all have to feel it. Especially when they are innocent. And this is the answer what you get when you open up your house to accept people who are suffering, and they could suffer because of the wicked ones. Let me make this clear. We are living in a world today that all of us believe we are better than each other. We forgot 1,000 or 100 years ago what we deal with history and the Bible to condemn and criticize each other. What I want to say here today, every man have their own opinion, and that's your personal right, your human rights and your democratic rights. I will give my life fighting for the United States of America any minute, any second, any hour. But then again, I will voice my opinion when these corrupt politicians does not understand what they are doing and what they are saying. I want to know why America, when it's a third world country in Africa, Caribbean, Latin South America, the Arab Peninsula, create any problem, we quick to sanction with remorse, reaction, and action because we believe that we are big and bad. But when we get hurt, we want the world to hear and give solidarity. Two wrongs won't be right, America. What we like for ourselves, we must like for our brothers. We have learned from World War I and World War II with Adolf Hitler. We call him a murderer. Some people don't even want his name to be mentioned. But one must ask the question, how could such a man turn such a way that the devil he has to run from him? It has to be a reason. But we do not want to touch it. But anything we do in the Western side, we always right, we never wrong. But we are the ones create dictators around the world by killing decent leaders. The world changed, United States. The world changed, Canada, England, Europe. Today, the people are much more educated. From the continent of Africa to India, to China, to Russia, to the Caribbean, to Latin South America, and to the Pacific. Things have changed. The modern technology with the cell phone have opened up the eyes and ears of every human being around the world. Politicians cannot hide and corrupt preachers. Three things I try not to meddle into. A religious problem, which is religion, politician and politics, and the violent one, racism. It is like Jesus standing in the middle, and the two evil, but which one of the three are the evil one, or the same? We learn from many things. World War II, the whole world went to the rescue to save Europe. Many blacks was murdered. Many Indians called the workers fought in Alexander, Egypt. There's a big graveyard with the unknown grave. The unknown name on grave. And which is Indian and African soldiers who died fighting for democracy, human rights, and freedom. Today, we are plagued with many other things. Racism, religion, and corrupt politicians. The three things that is destroying the world. Ladies and gentlemen, We are only separated by continents, countries. We are divided by religion, and we are also left out because of languages. But the world are changing slowly as we go forward. It is time for the modern generation to come off of black man, white man, because you must produce green, blue, yellow, purple, red, and orange and others. And must come off of this thing called slave trade. Because today, economically, we are slaves. In the olden days, it was a business from biblical times to now. The beautiful part of the story, when the European bought the slave from Africa and bring the other one from India for cheap labor, it was a price to be paid. But today, out of Africa, you heard this word every day in the Caribbean, Europe, and America. The white man slave the black race. Friends, get rid of your Bible and the Quran because you talk about slavery for Allah, Bhagwan, God allow. While India had the Mahabharata war, India loved to fight one another for wealth. Get deeper into it. And this nonsense, when a black person marry a white or white marry a black, this segregation, come off of it. Or an Indian marry a black, whatever. You have a right as a human being to choose your life partner. If man can condemn it, and a man and a woman of different sectors of race or nationality unite to make life, and the woman gives birth to a child, who the hell are you to condemn it? Because I guarantee you, if you call yourself a white man or a black man, believe in that. I want one of you to have sex with a pig, a dog, a lion, and she be pregnant for you. Both sides. It's only a human, as I do today. But today, scientists think they are God. I want to make it clear. Today, the world has come from a long way, the Dark Ages. There was the Nebuchadnezzar, the Pharaohs. There was the Alexander the Great, the Caesars, and many, 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 many more. We are divided by boundaries, and languages, culture. President Ali of Guyana was to the UN, and what he spoke about reparation for the Atlantic slave trade. But he forgot to talk about reparation for the Native American in Guyana, which he is a president, which me and Burnham, Barat, Chagan, Jeanette, Ramatal, David Granger. That is why the whole nation is in danger, because now don't want to accept the fault. You blame the Europeans, but you have Guyana as president, vice president, prime minister. And you, the black police and soldier, the criminal elements, you dress in the uniform, raping and killing under Burnham time, taking bribe from the Indian people to hurt their own family or friends, and even kill your own. When they're done, they get somebody to kill you. How literally can you all be? But let me know to all of you. See my hands? It's clean. But vengeance is mine, said the Lord, right? Then why must God take my problem? I beg you to give me health and strength, memory, while you who hurt me can live like a vengeance you. You didn't hurt God. You hurt me. And if I hurt you, you have a right to do the same. Right, Ali? Right, Barat? Right, Kapu? Guyana happens to be a corrupt epic place on the earth. None of you in Guyana, Indian and black, could tell Israel they are wrong and call them occupiers, when y'all are the occupiers in Guyana, treating the Amerindian unfair. Plenty of you. The courthouse become a place for politicians and corrupt businessmen with their money. And you, Indian, let it be known to you. Idi Amin drove out 1 million in to Uganda. And no black race criticized him or condemned him. So that, why I'm telling you though, still you cannot be put out of Guyana with 200 something thousand. I'm not saying you won't kill a few, but if you start it, Somebody got to end it. But our hands are clean. Take it or you all like it. No man live forever. And if you are not a cripple, it's unfair that when you take the people take the law and hurt innocent people and they want justice, a corrupt judge lock up the man who wants revenge and leave the criminal to rule. I am saying in Guyana the law has to change. And we don't need a Kuni government or a black government. We need the people's government. I have a lot of friends. At least I hold them to be nation like me. Men like Mark Scott, who was wrongfully in prison. Men like David Hines, who was wrongfully in prison. Men like Arnold Apple, whose house was burned and he died. In a Griqualand, Joe Strong McNuma will call it. Men like the late Walter Radley, Winnie Dublin. Ladies and gentlemen, what goes around comes along. Unfortunately, people go after people's children. I don't believe in that. Like Mr. Rangatan, that Indian louse. That's hypocrite. He couldn't be prime minister, president in the PPP. He and the other one in Adamutu. They formed the AFC after fooling the country and fooling the police. And joined PNC. You black people are very illiterate and stupid and ignorant. These people grow up to hate you. They went against their own. Why you feel they will love you? Are you blind? Are you deaf? Are you just illiterate? Are you stupid for power so you overlook it only later to realize they use Mr. Posad to bring you down? When will you all wake up? Well, I'm calling on the nation black people to stand up for the truth and the future, as much as a decent India. The two enemies of the country, I'll make it three now. It's the PPP and the PNC. Now it's up two. Why? When you are the majority in the country and your parties, PNC or PPP, other members of other parties find it hard to exist because the two of you destroying them, locking them up, beating them up, they can't campaign, and then you are telling me about democracy. There will be another Che Guevara. Or it might be another Ho Chi Minh or another Hitler. Y'all don't want to hear it. But ask why people turn bad and decide to carry genocide. Because of people like y'all. Corrupt, bastards, liars, treacherous, devious, covetous, vindictive, spiteful, very ungrateful and jealousful, you Indian bastards. But again, there's a lot of good one amongst you. So you open up the mouth. They got to shut up because you want to rape their family. You want to kill them. You want to close their business down. You want to hurt them. And you, the stupid, ignorant black race. Again, there's good one among you, so let me make it clear. There's good and bad among your family, your friends, and all. I sit here addressing you. I got problem with my only daughter. I wish that the bitch commits suicide or dead. And my young son who's a lawyer for lying. For lying because of jealousy. Take it from me. You cannot get justice in America or Guyana if the people who commit the crime against you have their hands with the politician and the courthouse or a big purse to bribe judges and magistrates and corrupt police. But our hands are clean. I beg God Almighty everyone that offend us, from my daughter to my little son, from the court to the police to the politician and corrupt businessman, bring an end to them. Let the children crawl the streets and eat the filth that coming from them. I know y'all don't like to hear that. And the parents who commit the crime must walk the streets mad. Friends, I don't need to kill a man to save you from your punishment for the future. For if you kill somebody, my philosophy is you kill for them. They don't have to go through no pain. They don't have to worry for beans or anything because you love them, you kill them. But if you hate them, those bastards must suffer and crawl in the streets for the wrong things they've done to be an example to others so they will not do the same. My friends, whether you like it or not, I challenge you, Marat, Ali, nothing. If I think that for somebody, take up my 2 hands on my head. But if them accuse me, may I have the same opportunity to take the head out? I will sign to it. Indian businessmen, and you Indian, you fight for land like Ahmad Ali family of that free Pakistan. Mohalal on Guyana, black a road, he buy a road. We have to build a road from the street, from the public road, all the way down in the back. Then the NBC is right there. There's no justice. Chimney police station. My son was locked up and beat naked by a black woman who was in charge. I use the word a black woman, but she's not an African. African is the continent. She didn't even give me medical. But I swear to God, our justice is coming. But I blame the United States of America. For you are the police of the world. It seems like the Lord's dropped. It's time to stand up and defend humanity, democracy, and freedoms. Because after World War II, you have entered the war, destroyed the German Empire, saved the others, and today we even have a United Nations building in Manhattan to deal with this kind of conflict. But because of resources, private corruption, you close your eyes, deaf your ears, and close your mouth, and injustice is taking place. From Mexico to Argentina, there is uprising with corrupt governments, where the native of those countries have to flee. If you burn a man's house, you kill his family, he leave it to God, and he run it coming to yours through the border. And the cartel turn some of them to whores and prostitutes, rape and kill them, and they enter your country. They don't have a job. You call them illegal. But you are right to destroy their country. If we think of humanity, we must not only think for ourselves. And if we believe in the teaching of Almighty God, Jesus, Muhammad, and all the prophets that was killed and murdered because of people like modern day politicians, then we are in the wrong course of life. I have witnessed all politicians come up and lie. They promise you heaven, but check them out, fellow Guyanese in Guyana. Check them out. They're going with nothing. They got big houses, millions of dollars, living good, got sharing everything, and y'all still deliver begging for a plate of food. The public hospital. So I'm calling on you, Mr. Ali. You spoke in the UN about the Pan-African slave trade, and you call for reparation. What will you give the Amerindian, the 9 tribes in their own country? Why an Amerindian have to buy land in his own epic country? Come on, Mr. Norton. Come on, Mr. Ramatar. Come on. I don't want to call them anymore. Because all you people, if there is a God, as I believe, your days are coming. And all what your lie and thief, you cannot outlive it. You might be in the cemetery, and the next man spending your money according to the corruption. Jesus said, do unto others you like them to unto you. Muhammad was a warrior, Ali. I challenge all of you, if I keep dust from somebody, take my hands off and my head. But if you accuse me wrongfully, what must I do with my accuser and their family? Tell me, Ali, I'm waiting. Address it. You are a Muslim. I was made to understand that you have Mr. Nouri coming to Guyana for a visit. It's alleged. I personally asked as a human being not to allow it. Because he said in his campaign speech in India that India is for Hindus. We should know that from Jinnah to Nehru. But in Guyana, And I call upon the U.S. government, headed by the one and only Donald J. Trump, President, the 45th President, and today is the 47th. With all the allegations, with all the insult and humiliation to him and his family, by the will of God, he became victorious. In the whole 50 states of America, I think he get 48, or if it's 52, he get 49. Is not that a wake-up message for you? For who the Lord bless, no man curse. Okay? He's a businessman. He taught what is in his mind. But he was condemned because he exposed the democracy and the hypocrisy that was taking part as human rights and democracy. I want to ask questions. I send my condolences out to the people of Israel for what happened on the 7th of October, if they were the one that did. But I also send my condolences out to the people of the Palestine of 1948, from Arafat, Shamir, from Menachem Begin, all the way through now to Netanyahu. Why are we killing them, blowing up schools, blowing up hospitals, killing journalists, locking up people? And when you're killing up all the children, because you know why? Because those children grow up with hate, and they go for retaliation because Muhammad was a warrior, so you need to annihilate them. Then you lie on the human rights place, how they are with the people. And the UN keep on calling for sanction and ceasefire, but they've been vetoed by a country that saved World War II and saved the world to move forward as humanity. Friends, I am not a professor. I am not a doctor. I am not a preacher. I'm a human being like you. This body don't mean anything. I who live in this body, if you take me out of this body, I shall enter your house. And when you think you're making love with your wife, it's my place you will be seen. And when you're in the bathroom trying to pick up the soap that falls, it's my hands will be lifting it up to you. Because I believe in the unseen God. I don't want to hear Jews killing Arafat people and Arab killing Jews or black killing Indians and white. This must stop. It's the 24th century. They all have a population of 8 billion. Why we cannot unite? Stop the war and stop the fighting and give peace a chance. Come on. It is time for people to marry anybody without a problem. Black marry white, white marry green, green marry blue. Why y'all have to be division into this? A man cannot have sex with a tiger and a lion, an elephant and a donkey, and produce a child. And the scientists can do better. I know God can do miracles. There's a line to everything. But between the two races, Indian and black, in the Caribbean and Guyana, Indian especially, you are corrupt, you're covetous, you're spiteful, you're ungrateful, you're jealousful, you don't forget, and you don't remember kindness. Now, you will say, Karaya is mad, here we talking about them Kuni, them Indian. I don't believe in Kuni, Kuni is a liberal. I believe in what is right. You have blood, I have blood, you have feelings, I have feelings. Why you have to offend me, or I have to offend you? Tell me. But there's good and bad in every nation. There's good Indian, good Chinese, good Russians, good European, good blacks, good native Indian. So this guy, you respect to yourself. When you went to the UN and talked about the Pan-African slave trade, are you stopped to think, when you ask for reparation, that you are ruling a country don't belong to you, when you're claiming that you arrived and have a day of holiday free that is alleged? And you, the blacks and the Burnham to now, when you was doing it and you're talking about emancipation, or you realize that you're ruling a country don't belong to you. When in the army put out 1 million Indians, I didn't hear one black country criticize and condemn. Okay? When Mugabe put out every white man from his country, you say white, I say white. They were me. I didn't hear no African country. That's why men like Donald Gaddafi, Hugo Chavez, and many other great men names you will remember. And time will come when the oppressor will be oppressed, when the wicked will be under the foot of the innocent who they were suffering. It is coming. The world has changed. Jesus said it clear. Do unto others as you would like them to unto you. Muhammad was a warrior. So I call upon the United States of America, England, and Europe, and the UN. Call for a ceasefire immediately against Israel for what they are doing in those people's country. They are the occupiers. Like the blacks and the Indians in Guyana who occupied the country and they treat the native Amerindian. And from Cuba, from Jamaica right back to Trinidad and Tobago, we grenade everybody in charge for what they have done to the Apache Indian or whoever after they were given independence. The law books claim he who receives stolen property is guilty more than the man who stole it. So, as far as I'm concerned, the occupiers are ruling country don't belong to them in the Caribbean, Latin and South America, but God overlook it and blame Israel. Everybody, let's take the shit out of your face before you take the dust out of other people. Jesus said, let's take the plank out of your eyes before the dust of your own eyes. That is what politics, religion, and racism is free disease. Free disease. But he who kills can be killed. So for you, the black criminals in the police uniform, army, and the criminals on the street who are killing for corrupt politicians and corrupt businessmen, let it be known to you. If they offer you to kill Korea, don't tell them no. Because if you reject it, you are not going far. Because their mission is to kill Korea. They're going to kill you quick. Either you die by getting their non-water or poison, or you're sick in the hospital and then the nurse or doctor inject and kill you. Or they know how to do it because they have the money. Just take your family, go to any embassy and ask for political asylum and call in the news and expose them. Because even if you kill Korea, they are going to kill you because they don't want you to talk. Alright? Because the day you talk, you will put the whole empire in trouble. It happened all over the world. Why kill a man or a woman because they tell you you're wrong? Are you God? Tell me. But when somebody hurts your family, kill your father, you must leave them to God? No, ladies and gentlemen. Wipe the family off the face of the earth, send them to meet God. Can you do so sometimes? It's a matter. When, and I keep repeating, if any politician in America or the part of the Western world imagine what I'm saying, I'm going to ask questions. When Germany attacked Europe, everybody come and get rid of Hitler, and they were right. Because today we would have been speaking German. When you kill somebody and doing all these wrong things, you want you to walk away? No, everybody have feelings, they have blood, they got life. We have to stop this black life matters, and it's a black job, and who's Indian, who's black, who's white, who's green. We have to stop it. We are human beings, man. It is time. Friends, Mr. Ali, this is the time. I congratulate the Republican Party for the sweeping victory of the 50 or 52 states of America. I wake up the following day and see the whole place was red. I think I was reading. They tried to destroy Donald J. Trump. 2 attempts on his life. But when God is for you, no man could condemn. He's a businessman. He's like Muhammad. He's a businessman. He talks. He exposed the ugliness in the political hypocrisy, and that is what they didn't like. To make a long story short, they even got backbiting in the Democratic Party as much as the Republican Party. Some of them crossed the floor, like what happened in Guyana under the Burnham government with 7 Indians crossed over from Burnham government in the time, the PNC. Then Jagan had 25 seats. Burnham had 22. And somebody had 7. No, sorry. Jagan had 22 seats. Burnham had 18. Digar had 7. It was not for Peter Digar, Guyana would have never had an independence. And black people would not have been power. What become of him? Then the making finance minister, with the help of Jagan Burnham, bring him out. Then he exposed a man named Kassim, according to what they say it's alleged. Friends, no crime that was committed in the North, no man who do it live forever. It is time for we to unite and put this world together. Even I got problems with my only one daughter and my last son. Lie, jealousy, corruption, wickedness. Sometimes I wish if I got a call and the both of them go to sleep and die. You might say I'm unfair. Because our enemy only listen to gossip to paint us when we are worse. But let me tell you, I will hang my mother, my children, my brother for justice. I hope y'all are willing to do to y'all own. If we did kill us, get Mohala who black us down. We cannot. He buy us down, we couldn't go eat. He make the black woman have to sell out the place. They say them are radicals. Who will run electric light on too? We have to build a road. Public road all the way down into the back to build a scheme. We met with so many opposition from the great-grandchildren of slavery black people and corrupt police call themselves cheap labor. The country is not your own, man. It's an American country, followed by a mixed race. Why the Portuguese and Chinese don't speak about that? When you put the black, here's the black man government. When you put the Indian, here's the Kuli government. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a national front government. Mr. Ramzatan and Nagamutu, I will not touch you, look my hands, but my God shall destroy you in your path. You will run mad. Find out who I am. And if God kill me, you only take me out of this body, I'm going in your house with you. When you're making love with your wife in the camp, you will see my face. And when you go to the bathroom, I will give you the soap and the crop. And if you use toilet paper to wipe your ass, you must feel like you're cooking it for you. And I did it for you. I will be worse than the exorcist. Lucifer only want me here. I am into this world temporary. And no man have a right to rob me my rights. As much as I don't have a right to rob you. But who gives justice? Ladies and gentlemen, many Guyanese are living out of Guyana. Indians especially, Queens, call a little place in Liberty, Little Guyana. You also remember what they do for you becoming the extorting plan. All Indian male would be killed out. And when you go to the public hospital, a lot of women, 10 Indian giving baby, 7 and 6 died in the child. And when I talk about it, son, I don't hear it no more. Mr. Ali, take people from Africa where Guyanese black people came from, nurses, doctors, and India, and give them a chance. Because you will need trained people, people who's willing to work and go forward to develop the country. Not because of friends and family, where the fly-by-night minister come from. Ask Mansour, Vishnu Bandhu, or George Karaita in every political party to bring about changes from Burnham. I was a different element, a different person. They did great job. He take over, he didn't know much, and they're controlling. Where is Herman? Where is Carney? I want you, the blacks, to examine the black leaders and see what they got. Now, from the day When you were putting them in the 60s to know what they had then to what they got and what you have. Same goes to the Indians. Check out from Tara to Ali, from all of them. See what they got, you Indians, today, and you ain't got nothing, and you put them there. You want a leader who thinks of the people, not friends and family, and criminal people who do the nasty work. But every crime that was committed against an innocent man, woman or child, whether you're black, brown, or yellow, it shall be resurfaced. And when that time comes, only God to step in. That justice will be quick. From our hands are clean. I congratulate Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States of America. Y'all did not like it. He was a part of it. Yes, he got a loud mouth. He said things that I don't think he understands sometimes, but he's hard. I'm not his defender. The American people was the jury that put him back in power. All right? So I've got a message for you in Guyana, Mr. I. Open up the door to the Venezuelans of make your law. The Brazilians. You see what I mean? The Caribbean people who were there in our time of peace. And those who gave us the time of needs when we were in need, treat them and give them back their hospitality. Open the door to Africa where Guyanese came from. We need nurses and doctors and teachers. The Guyanese black people are too racial, and the Indians are very vindictive and corrupt. Revenge, and they pay black to kill black. Who killed Randy? Who killed Louis? Who killed Double? Who locked up David Hines? Who locked up Mark and Scott? What was the reason? Today, we hear all kinds of things, and not only what we hear, what we are seeing, but we all are dumb. The country is so divided because of what happened in the 60s. But not Guyana black was currently killing Mackenzie. The people who do it are Highlanders living in Haitumi and Nadia. Some is in Agricola, Rumpel, Tiger Bay, on the East Coast and on the West Coast. There was a time, and I got all the blood in me, there was a time. There was uncle, auntie, brother, and sister. Coolie boy and black boy and coolie girl and black girl was only a face. It was done with love, not hatred. When will those days come back? But you Indians, nobody in Guyana or the Caribbean must condemn Israel, even though they are the occupier and they are committing genocide. Because you are not different from them for what you have done to the native Indians. And in Guyana, what you have done to the Indians. Indians bark and hold down, but they say, you, the black, to do the nasty one. We don't know who to trust anymore. Between the Indian and the black again in Guyana. You hire them to do a job and they thief it from you. You pay them better than government salary and they still thief it from you. You help them and they still turn back and criticize you. Parasites. A dog is more loyal than your man. Come on. Animals are more loyal than you. If you save a dog how long he lives, he will wig his tail and give you a salute. If you save a cow, the same thing. But if you save an Indian, or a black, between me and you, the black might have a little more consideration. Indians are very ungrateful, you forget kindness. But again, you have good and bad in every race. Why I don't speak like that about the Chinese, or the Mexicans, or the Portuguese? Now the Portuguese and Chinese came from a different country too. Or they didn't arrive, maybe they come from the bottom of the ocean. Or from the skies. Come on, Ali. They went to the UN to talk about the Atlantic slave trade. But you forget about the Guyanese slave trade. You forget what you all are doing to the native Indian. In their own country, so now you all are behind. Why you no Indian got to buy land, Ali? If you call yourself a Muslim, don't touch the Holy Quran. Muhammad might turn when you touch it. So you know it's right. You are trying. But be careful with your drive by your cook. Cook your close family. And then again, you can't even trust them too. Be careful who you eat and drink from, Ali. You're young, that's right. You went to prison and you told the man to shut his mouth and you tell him. But Ali, you cannot speak for India. And Nudi is coming into Guyana. And he said in India only belongs to Hindus. And they're beating and killing Muslims in their country. And that had happened in the 40s. And he begged them, Nehru and Jinnah. He begged Nehru, he said, Jinnah, the old parliament, but don't divide India. Today you have Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, because of religion. So if you can't like your own because of religion and you're all Indian, how you will like the black people, the Chinese or others? Right there you could see. The black man only have a problem with white man slavery and the war reparation. And there are plenty billionaires and millionaires, great singers, pilots, doctors that come out from the slave trade. Are they willing to go back to Mother Africa? Well, I challenge them if they watch this video. Now each one who's a millionaire, give $500 million to Africa. And who's a millionaire, give 500,000 to Africa to build school and medical facilities and housing for your African descendants. And the mother one didn't do that to you. Maybe your ancestor got your blood in me too. Maybe your ancestor was on this iron rebel. Maybe there were troublemakers and his great grandparents say, you know something? Give them to somebody else before we kill them. And y'all are the beneficiary. These two countries don't belong to y'all. So y'all holding the Quran and the Bible. In the name of Allah, in the name of Jesus, them books are codified in your bloody hands. Huh? Y'all are hypocrites. Y'all do not like it. I don't care. But I warn y'all, if you take me out of this body, find one. Okay? Because I'm coming home to the man who do it. And then when he starts to talk, then I'm going to the man who pay him. I'm not afraid. I came to live. I am only passing through. And this body is only for now. When the Lord ready and I have to leave it, he find me another body. Because you know what? I don't keep, I don't want what you have. Okay? My own daughter, my own young son, my true brother, the one here I spent John Maria, Indian woman here in Mexico, I wish it to each of them. Y'all do not like it. Indian women wake up. When you join the family, you're a part of that family. Don't divide it by the of your man. Don't try to feed your man, think to control him. Act civilizedly. May all of you listen to me and will be upset. I'm very sorry if I offend you, but a wake-up call. Muhammad preached the same. Jesus preached the same for humanity. I don't know about Ram and Krishna, because I don't know when Ram was locked up. In exile, she took their 2 children. I don't know who was the father, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay? Whatever is that, that's their time. This is our time and your time. Let's unite for Guyana power. If Ali is doing good, it's our duty to keep it. But let's form a national fund government. The government that will serve the purpose of all the nation and unite. Open up the door to South Africa and India and around the Caribbean and give humanity a chance. Let's go forward. Thank you and have a good day and may God be with all of you. Nothing possible.
Is it nothing possible? Oh, dude, chill, folks. All right, go ahead.